he does not take a lot of bad shots. You know, when you think about him, he's getting everything near the basket. He doesn't shoot jump shots. He just uses that high-rise ability. In that regard, he's a lot like Derek Brown, who, at least early in his career, who got everything on dunks.
So he really knows his role defensively. He rebounds, guards the post, and on the offensive end, he runs the floor, finishes in the lane, and goes after offensive rebounds, and that's why he has 10 points here in the first half.
Jamel McLean came in 13 of 15 from the floor, a meager 87%.
And it's gone up. It's gone up.
That's nice.
Hey, there's guys out here without any defense in a layup line and not shoot a higher percentage. But I don't think, it's my guess now, if Indiana were to get Jordan Crawford eligible, he's a terrific talent, and they think he can play the point,
right?
And that would really help them. My sense is they won't get him eligible just because there's a sentiment right now that a lot of coaches are complaining about being able to transfer, be eligible right away. So it'll be interesting. I think it's about 2 weeks away from happening.
USC, by the way, will get Marcus Johnson available, the UConn transfer, after the first semester, about mid-December. So Tim Floyd will get some help, just not from Alex Stevenson. Here in San Juan, it is Xavier by 6, and the transfer Jamel McLean has been a large part of the story for the Musketeers' success. Anderson puts it on the floor, kicks out, off the hands of Wesley Witherspoon, and tapped out of bounds. It'll be a backcourt violation. Xavier ball. Xavier is matching the Memphis intensity.
Well, that's Sean Miller. That's Xavier basketball. That's the beauty of this matchup. You have two teams that know how to win despite each losing 3 starters from a year ago. Hate those bounce passes on the perimeter.
Witherspoon, freshman, pulls up. Dante Jackson with the board.
Well, Memphis offensively is struggling because they're not creating as many turnovers and being able to get into the fast break. They've only forced 4 turnovers for Xavier. And if they can't get points off in transition, then they really struggle in a half-court set.
Anderson uses the body well. C.J. Anderson with 2 more. And he's got 6.
You know, he reminds me of P.J. Tucker that played at Texas in that guys their size know how to play against bigger players.
And Anderson, who started his career at Manhattan for Bobby Gonzalez. Antonio Anderson with the ball stuck in between the rim and the bucket.
Take a look at this now. Now Anderson goes about 6'5". Now watch him draw the contact, then pulls the ball back, hangs in the air. And that's a mismatch right there when he's got someone his own size on him.
Hubert, back to Memphis for a second. Look at their team in the half court. Now, they haven't gotten much tonight from their 3 main guys, but it seems like one of the things they have to sort out when they go half court, who does the ball go to? Who's the number 1 option?
I think it has to go down to Sean Taggart. He's a guy that can score down low on the post or put Robert Dozier down low on the post. In terms of offensively, those are the 2 guys that can get a high percentage shot pretty much on every possession. Then you work the ball through them and then work it back out. That dribble, drive, motion offense is great only if you have guys that are shooting from the outside. That's what completes that offense. And if they're not knocking down threes and getting in transition, they're going to struggle offensively.
And I think the thing they really are going to have to worry about this year, Hubert, and UMass did this on the first game, was play off their perimeter guys and take away the dribble drive and crowd guys like Taggart and Dozier, because I agree, those are the most likely guys that can put a lot of points on the board for you.
UMass would have won that game, but they had 24 turnovers. That's the only thing that saved them, because Memphis shot 2 of 19 for 3-point range.
This is a new rule this year, or at least an emphasis on an old rule. It's an absolute if the defender trips the offensive man with the ball, even if it's accidental. Because the prevailing thought is you're putting the offensive player at a disadvantage. So even though John Calipari knows that it didn't happen on purpose, the other absolute is 2 hands on the ball handle or automatic foul.
1 and 1 here. 18 fouls on Memphis, 9 on Xavier. And that free throw short from Dante Jackson. Witherspoon aggressively to the rim. Taggart, good board. And he's fouled. Sean Taggart grabbing the board. Maybe didn't need to put it on the floor with that quick power dribble. But he's fouled, and he will shoot 2 when we return. Xavier leading Memphis by a